Live from the happiest place in the Lone Star State, welcome back to the Talking Mickey Project. TMP is your home for Disney fans of all abilities. Now, it's your host, Emma.
Hey everyone.
Hi everyone.
Do you know our cat is behind us?
Our cat's behind us, and my new mug that I got from Aid the Silent, it's got the sign for coffee.
Well, you think it's good coffee or not? Oh. No, wait. Wait.
Look at it. It's this, baby.
Oh.
That's coffee.
Oh my God. Pathfinder?
No, it's a truck.
Oh.
So, how's everybody doing tonight? Want to start off by telling all of our friends hello?
I really did.
You already did?
Yeah.
How did we do? I know you had them popped up on there, Miss Coffee Drinker. So we're going to say hello to Jonathan and Crazy Mike and Mary and Kathleen and Skipper Dad. Who else is there? Who else joined us? Who? Nathan. Nathan Redder was the first one that said hello.
Mommy, can you come back?
I am scooted back. You're way back. All right, scoot up a little.
Daddy wants us to be the same poster.
Okay.
He can go earlier.
Before we get started with our interview with Mr. What's his name?
Mr. Matt
Blackard at Disney Coffee Blog.
He's on Instagram.
Right. He's on Instagram.
He doesn't have YouTube at all.
Okay. All of you that are in here, make sure you have liked this video.
Or smash that like button.
Get out of live chat for a brief second. Hit that thumbs up, like, and then share it with your friends, your family, your neighbors, your great aunt, two generations removed, and so on and so on. Yes, invite a friend who likes coffee and Disney. Because let me tell you, Matt loves both. So Matt and I have those two things in common. He's a big Disney fan and he loves to drink good coffee. Who doesn't? So I think it's time for us to get started with the interview that we recorded earlier. Hello. Who else is here? Somebody's new?
Hello. No. Hello. Hello.
Yeah, Sumu. Hi, Sumu. You said nope when there was Sumu, you silly girl.
Oh, talking about when you said new person.
Oh, okay. Oh, you're thinking I meant like new to the channel.
Yeah.
I meant new coming in. That's all. Okay? So how do we start our videos, Emma? Bippity? Gotta find it.
Oh.
Get our video ready, Emma, so we can do bippity, boppity,
Boop.
boop.
Before you add it live, add the interview. No, it's pre-recorded.
I said that. I said it was recorded earlier, so let's go.
Yesterday.
That's she's something else.
Welcome, Mr. Matt Blackard. Can I go?
Thank you so much for having me. I'm very excited to talk about Disney.
And coffee. So for those who didn't, it's Matt Blackard, and he's with the Disney Coffee Blog, and he's more on Instagram at the moment because that's easier to see. I'm looking at the camera and I can't see his coffee mug. Okay, so let's get ready for the first question. All right, go ahead.
Okay.
When did you become a Disney fan?
I don't remember my age, but I was very little. And I remembered that whenever a new Disney movie came out, we had to go get the tape of it. And we always got a matching beach towel. So I remember that we had like a whole closet full of Aladdin Beauty and the Beast, Alice in Wonderland, beach towels, because that was the thing that
Mhm.
we like to do. So we still do that.
Yeah.
All of our towels are Disney towels, but it was when I was very young, and we went to the parks maybe when I was 5 or 6. So I remember being on the airplane for the first time, and that's when it started.
Cool. So your first trip was to Walt Disney World?
That's right.
Okay. Have you been to Disneyland?
I have been there one time. I had to do a work event in San Diego,
Oh.
and I knew that it was going to be like my only chance. So I changed my flight to land in Los Angeles, and I rented a car and I drove to Disneyland, and I only got maybe 3 hours to be there before it closed.
Oh,
But
wow.
and then I had to drive all the way down to San Diego. But it was worth it. I didn't want
It
to
was
Yeah.
3 hours in Disneyland. Don't mind the drive to San Diego after.
Yeah.
Oh. Okay. You throw up number 2 for me? Or do you have something to say?
Yeah.
Okay.
The only time we went to Disneyland was in 2019.
What was Disney like in 2019?
No.
No. We went for the first time in 2019.
Oh, I really wish I could go
telling.
back. That must have been great because you didn't have to deal with park reservations and all the crazy stuff that you have to do now.
We had park hoppers. It was so
Mhm.
easy. We stayed off property, but it was just across the street. We are going back next April because somebody turns 25 next April.
Oh, awesome.
So we're going to be in Disneyland on her 25th birthday. So we're working on lots of fun things to do while we're there. So, right?
That sounds amazing.
We're in Easter Monday.
Easter
Cool.
Monday. Well, not a lot of people refer to it as that. That's what we did in Southeast Louisiana.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Number 2.
Okay. No.
Dos.
Wait, let me get to me. Okay, I got what it called now.
Okay. All right. When did you become such a huge coffee fan?
I started drinking coffee when I was a very young child, and I think it was because I was sneaking it from my parents. And I remember that I would go over and hang out at my grandparents' house, and they would always have coffee, and they would make it very milky and sugary. And to a kid, that's kind of how you like it, rather than like straight black coffee now.
Right.
But I remember stealing all their coffee and drinking it, and it didn't affect my height at all, as everyone says.
I've never heard that.
Because I'm tall. Yeah, it's like people would say, "Oh, you can't give your kids coffee because you'll stunt their growth," and that's not true because
It'll probably get them hype.
Yeah,
yeah.
Well, what they say is an old wives' tale.
Yeah.
Oh.
So the old wives' tale is don't give your children coffee because it'll make them short.
Oh.
But maybe that's just because parents don't want their kids drinking their coffee.
Or being, use Emma's word, hyped from all the caffeine.
Yeah.
And the sugar. And I'm sure it was whole milk and cream. So it tastes like a dessert.
Yeah, exactly. What about you, Emma? Do you like coffee?
Have you heard of the word coffee milk before?
Yes, I did try it. It is delicious.
Tell
Wow.
that we did to her at Cracker Barrel what my grandparents on my daddy's side would do for my brother and I. So tell them what's coffee milk.
Coffee milk is when you put a little bit of coffee into your milk and you stir it together.
And that's what I drank.
Yeah.
And that's I loved it. I loved it so much.
That was our, being little Cajun children. Well, not Emma, but myself and my brother. That was our introduction into coffee.
Yeah.
I didn't become an avid coffee drinker where I drank it every day.
Avid?
Avid means really liking it. Until we moved to South Carolina. So that was, I was in my 40s then. And in my mid 40s is when I started becoming an avid coffee drinker. I'd make a pot every day, drink it throughout the day, learning different things over the years. But that's how I became a coffee. I like how you have on your website, coffee addict with the line drawn through it, and then lover. That's pretty cute.
So we're both the same. The coffee milk was the gateway.
Yes. And then we had, of course, down in Southeast Louisiana, we had cafe au lait.
Yeah.
Which is steamed milk and coffee.
Oh.
And the only place I can get it here is Starbucks has a cafe misto.
Right.
And that's basically, it's just not French roasted chicory coffee, but it's the closest I can get to getting a cafe au lait. So that's pretty cool. So we started out as kids with the coffee milk. That's fun.
Yeah.
Okay, you ready for number 3?
Yeah.
Throw up number 3 for me, or for us.
Here, 3.
When did you start your blog and at Disney Coffee Blog Instagram account, and why? And why do you think it's become so popular with Disney Parks fans?
Well, thank you for thinking that it's popular. It's just a fun thing to do. I remember starting it in 2019. And I got the idea to do a YouTube channel about drinking coffee in different places around Disney World. And I would do reviews of menus and just give like information on that. And then I very quickly realized that I was very bad at doing videos. I got very nervous talking in front of people, and I would always forget what to say. I would make a lot of mistakes, and like the whole vlogging style wasn't for me.
Right.
And so I totally stopped making videos and did an Instagram instead, because then I had the ability to write as much as I wanted, and I can go back and change, edit things. And so 2019 was the start. And why it has become so popular, it's because I don't think people can live without coffee. And when they're on vacation, it's your comfort thing. Like
it is.
There's a lot of stuff going to Disney that you don't know about.
Right.
And you know that if you can just grab a cup of coffee from Starbucks or Joffrey's, you know that it's going to be consistent and at least just something easy. Right.
Why didn't I think of that? No. Well, the thing is that we don't live there. We're here in South Central Texas, and a lot of the channels are people who are able to go all the time. Every weekend would be something we would love. We can go every weekend. But we're a little too far away for that. We're halfway between Disneyland and Disney World.
Yep.
So
we have Big Disney World.
Yeah, we have a Fiesta Texas, which is a Six Flags, and SeaWorld. So we have 2 major theme parks here in San Antonio. Okay, let's go to number 4. You're not going to say it in Spanish?
What is it in Spanish?
Cuatro.
Crackle.
Okay. Where is your favorite spot in each Disney park to buy coffee? Which are your favorite resorts for it?
So in Magic Kingdom, I usually pass the Starbucks because it's busy, and I go to
Yeah.
I go to the Joffrey's kiosk in Tomorrowland.
Okay.
It's just it's a convenient spot. They always have seasonal specials, like new things coming up, and the people mover is right there, so you can grab your coffee and just relax. So that's that one. In Epcot, I think my favorite place to get coffee is, it changes almost every week.
All right.
in
Last week, what was your favorite spot?
In the Italy Pavilion,
Oh,
they serve Italian coffee from Lavazza, and
yeah.
it's really good. You can even get like espresso drinks or even espresso martini drinks, and very good. Hollywood Studios is the Joffrey's kiosk behind Tower of Terror.
Oh.
Because
I know where I know.
It's shady. You can even go and take your coffee into the gift shop.
Right.
It's nice and quiet in there, besides the screaming from the ride.
Right.
Or the thing that you can hear.
That's where her daddy, my husband, sits. You know, we'll go ride Tower of Terror, and he'll be charging up his scooter on his phone. You know, booking the next whatever. You know, DAS for Emma and I to go ride, because he will not do Tower of Terror. But that is a nice area. That is a nice area to sit in, to wait.
It's a nice spot, maybe to wait out a rainstorm or something like that.
Yeah, that too.
That's what happened when we were there.
Yeah, last year.
In Animal Kingdom, it is the Joffrey's coffee stand in Asia, which is right across from Yak and Yeti. Because they have a longer list of coffee and tea drinks that the other kiosks don't have, because it's built into the backstory of that area. Because you know, there's Anandapur Tea Company, which was the old tea company that used to go up on the mountain and get their tea leaves, and then the Yeti like destroyed the tracks, and there's a whole cool backstory around that. But if you get coffee there, you can go into the nearby Jungle Trek, and that's probably my favorite place in all of Disney World, is to just walk through there with coffee and look at the tigers, and it's the ideal coffee and chill spot.
Okay. What about resorts?
It's fun to get coffee at the Polynesian Resort, because they have Kona coffee and it's very good.
Yes.
I think my favorite resort coffee is from the Riviera, and I think it's Joffrey's like latest release of their hotel resort blends, but it's very good. And getting coffee at the Le Petit Cafe in the Riviera is just a cool experience.
Haven't been in the Riviera. We were going to be in, we had a trip planned for, of course, the first week in October. And the Monday before Disney announced on the Tuesday they were shutting down for Wednesday and Thursday is when we decided to cancel our trip.
Yeah.
So, but it's been great. I mean, we're getting all of our money back, everything. Resort, Halloween party tickets. We had tickets to DisCon. I was fine leaving the Hollywood party tickets on our account, because we're going to go again next year, this time. But once once they were shut down, they just made the easy choice and just refunded everybody. So it's nice seeing all those charges those credits showing back up on my credit card. We were bummed, and we already have our Disneyland trip booked. So I ordered the unofficial guide. It's
Cool.
the one from last year, but I just started reading it. Kevin goes, "We're not going till April." I said, I'm in Disney mode. I got to do something, because I put everything away. I packed away the Disney suitcases, everything. Everything's put away, so I wouldn't see it and start getting depressed.
So that's so funny. And it relates to the second question. I still have all of the old 1994
Oh,
books. And I think that's part of the Disney obsession, is that we always used to get the guide to Disney and
cool.
just read it and just imagine like what these rides were like. So we just read them just like you, just any other book or magazine. So, and then I kept them all.
My husband and I went for the first time together in 97. And then we took Emma. Kevin surprised us with a trip in 2002 when she was 4. So her first trip was when she was 4. And of course, she had you may be too young for this, but she had the Cindy Brady ponytails, blonde hair, curls. And when we checked into the Contemporary, and that's back when American Express had their white glove treatment.
Oh, yeah.
And hopefully, I think we still have that lanyard packed somewhere. We've moved 11 times, so it's hopefully it's somewhere. But when I was waiting with them in a chair, and we got to the front, and they put us on the side of Magic Kingdom, we were the last room. When you open the blinds, and there's Space Mountain, you could almost touch it, and there's the castle. And it was so cool to open up and show Emma, look, there's the castle. There's Cinderella Castle. And then you could sit on your balcony and look at the fireworks.
Yep.
You couldn't hear the music necessarily because you could hear it echoing. But that was fun. We'd go swimming. We'd go back to the pool sitting in our swimsuits, and we're watching the fireworks.
That's perfect.
And that started our Kevin's always been, but that started our family's Disney obsession. And when people hear how many times we've been, and I said, well, the next time we went was in 2006. Yeah. Somebody said, what? You waited 4 years instead of 2?
Is there one thing that you do the same every single time? Like a picture in a same spot?
Yes, we always take a picture of Emma by the Haunted Mansion by I Am a Spook.
That's awesome.
And the on the mausoleum is I Am a Spook, and we started that in 2006.
That's so cool.
So 2008, 2009, 2010, 2012, and even if when we lived in Florida, we would still take her picture by the I Am a Spook thing, because she always was wearing something different. So
plus you have a timeline of growth, and that's so cool.
Daytime, nighttime, really cool, really cool. In fact, she's a huge Haunted Mansion fan. You check out some. In fact, this month is everything about. We did last Saturday was questions about Phantom Manor and Disneyland Paris.
Yep.
This week it's Mystic Manor in Hong Kong. Is Mystic Manor, I think.
But you have Haunted Mansion and Tower of Terror coming up too.
Yes, Tower of Terror. We're gonna have a surprise for the Tower of Terror trivia.
Oh, sweet!
And I'm not leaking it out. I'm not leaking it out. Well, Emma scooted off for a second. She excused herself. So number 5. Bottom line: where can we get the overall best coffee on property? Which location has the worst, in your opinion?
Bottom line, best coffee is at Gideon's.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Is it worth waiting in line for?
It's always a gamble. Sometimes you get there and sometimes the line is 10 minutes, and sometimes it's all day, and then it's not really worth it.
Right.
But if it's
what's the difference about their coffee?
So
is it the atmosphere, or?
I think that has a lot to do with it, but I think it's quality coffee roasted by Lineage Coffee Roasting in Winter Park. And they're a phenomenal roastery anyway. Everything that they do is great. and they have a location in the East End Market in Winter Park,
Okay.
where Gideon's original location is. And
Oh.
so there's a friendship there and a partnership. And so when Gideon's was building their Disney Springs store, they they wanted to serve lineage coffee. So anyway, it's more like a dessert coffee because they
Mhm.
only have iced coffee.
Okay, so it's like pre-made,
Right.
like pre-sweetened and all that
Yep.
other stuff.
Yep. So there's peanut butter flavored, there's French toast flavored, there's regular, which is great. Pumpkin and sometimes cookies and cream, just a
Ooh.
whole bunch of random things throughout the year. And yeah, it's great. So best coffee at Gideon's.
So Gideon's is basically, this is probably one of the only things that's local, that's used on property at Walt Disney World. You're
Yeah,
Florida based.
yeah, they used to sell their cookies at the Polite Pig in
Oh,
Disney
okay.
Springs,
Okay.
and then that was kind of their foot in the door, really.
Wow. We still haven't tried the Polite Pig.
Oh, it's so good.
We need to try it next year.
It's good. Yeah.
Now the
So,
worst.
so there were a few places that still had an old, gross Nescafe instant coffee machine around from like before Joffrey's and Starbucks
Right.
were in there. There was one in the cantina in the Mexico Pavilion. There
Mm-hmm.
was one in like Port Orleans food court. And it's really just
Yeah.
it's a bag of frozen coffee,
Freeze-dried coffee.
freeze-dried coffee mixed with some warm water.
Tepid water.
Yeah. And that was Disney coffee for a very long time
Well, that was
until
before I was a coffee drinker. So
yeah. So it wasn't quite coffee, but there are still like a couple of those machines around. And
really?
it's never really good. The last time I went to Port Orleans, there was like the machine was just mysteriously gone, and I was so happy to like see this empty space. I was like,
And you would
finally.
think Port Orleans, of course, somebody coming who was born and raised in Louisiana, you think there would be, and I've been in one place when I went to visit my family in Louisiana in August, Little Cajun Village, and they have this pre-made, and it's just the milk and the coffee already mixed, and you
Yeah.
pour it yourself, and then you sweeten it with whatever you want to sweeten it. They need a cafe au lait machine
Yeah.
at Riverside and French Quarter.
At French Quarter, they do their best with serving chicory coffee
Yeah.
and cafe au lait. But one time I got it, and it was 100% foam. Like that's all it was. They forgot to put the coffee in it, so they gave me just a warm cup of milk. So I can't rate that as the worst one because it technically didn't have any coffee in it.
Yeah, that person forgot to put the coffee in.
Yeah.
It's hard to believe that Nescafe is still around.
They're still around. So the Tangerine Cafe in Morocco
Mm-hmm.
used to have a coffee bar in the back where you could get Moroccan like style
Yeah.
espresso. And they took the whole coffee bar out. It's kind of a shame. They still have desserts and food there, but they had coffee called Moorish coffee, which
Yes.
is just a very cinnamony type of espresso, and it
Mhm.
was strong. And one time I got that, and I wasn't expecting it, and it was It was not great, but I don't know.
If you're not used to that, yeah.
Yeah. One time in Yak and Yeti, I ordered coffee and the waitress told me to not drink it because it was so bad.
Really?
Yeah. She said, I can't in good conscience charge you for this coffee. So she told me to go to the draw freeze right outside. I said, I kind of want to try it now.
Yeah, I want to try. Just you've piqued my interest. Let me take a taste, but don't charge me.
Yeah.
Oh my. Usually when it's hot, I'll go for the iced drinks. I want the iced coffee.
Yeah.
And I've had Joffrey's like right outside. The Joffrey's right outside at the Ticket and Transportation, the TTA. I've had coffee from there. And I got an ice. The problem with iced ones is that I suck them up too fast, and then I'm done. So I've just spent $5 on a cup this big, and it's gone already.
Yeah, that's the main problem with Gideon's is that there's very little ice in it because it's supposed to be a nitro cold brew.
Okay, yeah.
And
those
you drink
are naturally sweet, though.
Yeah, and you drink it in 10 seconds, and you're like, wow. I need to go back, but I don't want to wait in the 5-hour line.
I don't want to wait in the line. I'll pay you extra if somebody picks me up a coffee.
Yeah, just wait by the door.
Honestly, I would do that.
Yeah. Yep.
Okay, here is Emma's famous Fab 5 questions.
Yeah.
Oh, she's coming back. All right. Come on back.
Can you do me a favor and turn them down a bit, please?
So the first question is, if you can get a year's supply of any Disney park snack, which one would it be?
That would be me.
There is a pineapple cupcake.
Ooh.
And it's so good. I usually get it at Storybook Treats. Big Top Souvenirs back in like Fantasyland. And they have it at the confectionery too. But it's just a regular old vanilla cupcake, but it's topped with pineapple whipped cream, and there's like dried pineapple on top. It's amazing. I get it every single time. So if I had a year's supply of that, I'd be very happy.
So that's kind of like a cake version of a Dole Whip.
Yeah. 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 I'm surprised I didn't say Dole Whip, but yeah, I'll go with.
I know. I think because it's Dole, so you probably can't use the word Dole, but they probably use Dole pineapples. And she's back to do the rest. Number 7.
Sorry, it cut me so long.
It's okay. Number 7. Go to
I had to go calm myself down.
Let's talk about number 7.
Okay. Where is it coming?
Right below number 6.
Oh.
I'm glad you're back.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Come on.
Oh, wait. That's it, Mama.
Yeah, we just did number 6.
Oh.
Now.
Oh,
You.
making her so well done. Thank you so much. You were interviewed by Mr. Ted, aka Go With Dad, a few days ago.
You were interviewed by Jeff Dole Whip Dad a few days ago, is what she's saying?
Yeah.
I tried looking for that interview and I couldn't find it. But then again, I'm not computer literate. It's taking me 2 months to use the new remote for the new ginormous screen television my husband bought so that we can have a big TV on the wall.
He's a super nice guy.
Yeah, we've interviewed him. He's real sweetheart. Okay, now number 7.
Oh, wait, what's that in Spanish?
I don't know.
Oh, okay. Okay. Number 7. If you could work at any Disney parks, resort, hotel, etc., which one would it be?
Emma, that's such a good question. because there's like 10.
you have
What, 10?
you have 10 favorites.
I've thought about this so much.
Is one of them Animal Kingdom Lodge?
So that is the one that I always think of as my number one. I would totally live at Animal Kingdom Lodge.
Jumbo House, right?
Yes.
Who was living Kadani? Jumbo's got everything.
Yeah.
Isn't it Kadai a DVD?
Yeah,
report?
Kadani's a DVC, yes.
Yeah, but it's smaller and it doesn't have as many restaurants or
It has Sanaa, and Sanaa's great. But it doesn't have Boma. It doesn't have Jico.
Right.
It doesn't have the huge marketplace. I love, that's my favorite resort gift shop is, what's it called?
I think it's called Zawadi.
Zawadi, yes.
Yeah.
Zawadi Marketplace.
Yes. Emma, if I could just live in the lobby, I'd be okay with that.
Us too.
It's so nice.
Us too.
Can you make the waterfall plant my area that you could be in the lobby at the Polynesian Resort?
You missed the fountain feature that they used to have at the Poly before they redid it.
I remember. Yeah, I liked it better than what it looks like now.
Yes, I agree. Thank you. Sorry,
We'll let you list out your we'll let you list 5. So what's your second favorite resort?
Wilderness Lodge.
Yeah.
Um,
Interestingly, both designed by the same guy.
Really?
Jumbo House and Wilderness Lodge, yes.
Well, that's my style then. Polynesian.
Mm-hmm.
French Quarter.
Yes, that's our favorite moderate.
Which one?
French Quarter.
Oh, French Quarter, not Riverside. Okay.
Right.
Because there's 2 of them.
Right. And French Quarter's smaller.
Yeah.
Yep. Caribbean.
We've never stayed there before.
It's very spread out, but it's nice. It's a lot of walking. Probably Bay Lake Tower.
Hadn't stayed there yet.
Wait, have we?
No, we've never stayed at Bay Lake. We've stayed in the Contemporary, but we've never stayed in Bay Lake.
I think we stayed in the Garden Wing before they kind of one of them.
No, we never stayed in the garden. We were gonna stay it because we've had trips where you start planning and then plans fall apart.
Yeah.
And we always wanted to try the Garden Wing at the Contemporary because they're cheaper than the Tower. But
yeah. And lastly, Fort Wilderness. I would totally live in a cabin in Fort Wilderness.
You and my husband.
We did that one time.
We stayed there in 2020. We went with really dear friends, a mom and her son, and they slept on the sofa sleeper. The 3 of us took the back bedroom. I ended up on the bottom bunk, which is very comfortable when you have a bad back and you're a little tallish. But we loved it. Absolutely loved it. You don't even feel like you're at even though you want to be on Disney, but that's the best place to be. Well, and Animal Kingdom Lodge. Those are the 2 best places to be where you don't feel so like you're in the middle of all the Disney stuff.
Yeah.
Almost all of our favorites are going to be the deluxes.
Wait, they're not?
The deluxe resorts. My dream is to stay in one of the Polynesian bungalows.
Oh, yeah. That would be awesome.
Well, actually, no. My dream would be to stay in Cinderella Castle. That's the dream.
Doesn't that cost like a grand to stay at?
No, rooms at the Grand Floridian during Christmas can go up to a grand room.
I'm talking about the castle.
No, the castle. They don't do it. It used to be.
Oh, the contact thing.
Yeah.
But
yeah, you're right.
Doing that.
Yep.
Wonder why.
Number 8.
Oh, okay, I think I'm out. Let me look. If you could only visit one Disney park in the future, which one would you choose?
Animal Kingdom.
Whoa.
I'd be okay if I could only go to Animal Kingdom.
We would too, even though it doesn't have as many rides
anymore.
I like seeing the animals. It's just relaxing, even though you are on a cart and as you're doing this the whole time. But I love it. I love it. Although when we ask other people, we always say Disneyland Anaheim.
Yeah.
Because it's the original. It's where the one Walt himself built.
Yeah.
You know, we did the Walk and Walt's Disneyland Footsteps tour when we went in 2019.
Wow.
And well worth the money. I'm getting goosebumps.
I know. I would just want that to last all day long. I would never want to leave.
Well, they crisscross, having to walk.
Crisscross?
Yeah, we walked across the park. I mean, because we didn't go like we didn't follow from. We didn't go around the hub that way. We crossed the hub several times.
Oh.
But it was fantastic. We had to tell Emma that we paid a lot of money for this tour for all three of us. You can't upstage the ambassador we're touring with. But every time Jessica would ask a question, Emma would be like it's class, and she'd raise her hand, and Jessica would call on Emma, and Emma knew the answer. But I walked under the train trestle going into the park, and I started tearing up. And I'm not the big Disney fan. I'm not the huge history buff that she and her daddy are. And I guess it's just a woman thing, but it's like, Walt walked here.
Yeah.
Well, that's for women too, get emotional sometimes.
Well, you're a woman. I got news for you.
I know. I'm just saying, I gotta be careful.
So his favorite resort he'd love to live in is Animal Kingdom. His favorite park that he would only visit for one day for the rest of his life is Animal Kingdom.
Yeah.
Well, did he get it with the cabin?
No, the cabins were he has 10, but 10 favorite because there's 30-something resorts there.
Yeah. But how many DVDs go?
Nearly every major deluxe has its own DVC.
Well, we all know Connie is a ranking one. We all know that Disney has gave up on the requested resort, which was where River Country was originally
was located. Yes, we don't end a sentence with that.
I know. I need to work on my grammar.
Lots of people do. All right.
I haven't done my grammar in several years.
Well, you're out of school. You graduated.
I know. That's
we can always brush up. All right, number 9.
If you could know any Disney part across then you could create and think one. And think one happens from the past, like the 90s and stuff. In your backyard, which one would you build?
Emma, I love this question. It's going to be the safari in Animal Kingdom. How cool would that be?
I bet you they sell those pineapple cupcakes at Animal Kingdom. What do you think?
I think they do.
They do. In Zuri's Sweet Shop, right outside of the safari.
Do they still make the zebra dome?
Emma's favorite snack from Animal Kingdom Lodge is the zebra domes. Her and her daddy love the zebra domes.
They still have those, a whole gigantic tray of them. They even have an iced coffee where they put zebra domes in it.
Ooh. Now she may actually get that iced coffee because it's got the zebra dome on top.
That's a good coffee milk coffee because it comes in a big glass. They pour the ice, they pour the coffee and the milk, some whipped cream, and then they put zebra domes in it. So when they melt, you can stir it up and it's very
right.
Gotcha.
Awesome.
So it's not going to be like a roller coaster. Like obviously, it would be cool to have Tron in your backyard, but I think if you had like a mini safari, I would love that.
Okay, Emma, which one would you build?
The Walt Disney World Haunted Mansion.
Mm-hmm.
She wants the Walt Disney World Haunted Mansion.
And I go how good to go building it.
Say it again.
And I saw how big the phone building is
Yes.
from
Yes.
Google Earth.
And she used to say, but I would put Hattie in it. But now Hattie's going to that thing. I told her, I said, when they announced that at D23 and we heard the news from other vloggers who were there, she flipped. I said, you see, he's not just known by you. He has lots of fans on the East Coast that want him there also.
That's going to be cool. Last year for Halloween, I was the grave digger.
Oh,
from the Haunted
cool. We have lots of more or less the more popular design is the 3 hitchhiking ghosts. So she has lots of things with 3 hitchhiking ghosts that she's collected.
And the bat behind you.
Yeah, in the back. But see, it's kind of dark. If we were during the daytime, we'd see it. And then she's got some stuff in her room. So she wants to decorate her room with Haunted Mansion collectibles. So
Yeah, I think I got
so cool.
back up with
yes, we do.
All right, on to the last one.
Well, I always say my favorite, and it's the most unexciting one, is the people mover.
Oh, that'd be awesome.
I want to build the people mover.
So, wait, what audio will you do though? Will you do like the original audio, the one that was in the 2000?
I would do the original audio, Mr. Tom Morrow.
Yeah, I know. That was the one talking about.
Keep your tentacles or whatever. Keep those inside the cart. That's the audio I want.
That would be
I don't want the one where they have Roz as you're going through the laugh for I'm always watching.
Well, I think they took that out, right?
I don't know. We didn't go.
I know, but some people have the new audio they recently.
Yeah, you'll be happy they did take that out.
Yeah. Okay. Last one. This is the one that's going to make you think.
Hard.
Yeah. Maybe not. Some people find this one to be an easy one.
Okay. If you could ask Walt Disney I have a contractor.
Yes, you did.
Right now, what would you ask him?
I've also thought about this one a lot. I would simply ask him if he wanted to get a cup of coffee.
You know, some people just do that. You know, would you like a cup of coffee? Most other people would say, you know, what do you think what they did to, with Epcot?
Mm-hmm.
Others say, what would you say about the way the company's being run now?
Yeah.
Which is more of a Roy Disney question.
Yeah.
Because Roy was the money man. But Emma always says she'd ask them what? What would you ask Walt?
I'll ask Walt and Roy, can I have a hug nicely?
She would nicely ask them, can I have a hug?
I bet they would say yes.
Mm-hmm. Mine to Walt is, why didn't you stop smoking?
Yes, I know.
Why didn't you?
But they didn't have the warnings back then,
Right.
like they started in the 70s. You know, they didn't start the warnings on the cigarettes until the 70s.
Or the actual,
And then they stopped doing the ads in the 70s on television.
It would be that.
It doesn't matter. If somebody's determined to do something, they're going to do it, you know?
Yep.
It's called determination.
That's a good question.
Yes. That is a good question. I love all the different answers we get. I did want to show you this. I don't know if you have a coffee bar in your house.
We got it from Etsy.
My husband ordered this for me from Etsy for the new house.
That's so cool.
And he thought it was just printed, but it's not.
No, it's like raised letters.
It's raised. It's beautiful. I love it. So I had to move my coffee pot. I need to learn that. Yes, my husband is always right. He says, see, I told you.
I'll bring it back now.
Does he make your coffee the right way, though?
Just put it right here. We're about to sign off.
Oh.
Well, that's all the questions we had. Emma had to depart for a little bit to center herself, but she came back and she finished out the trivia, which is awesome.
Yep.
Because Emma is a good interviewer.
Very, very good.
She's a very good interviewer. So that's it. You know, I enjoyed this because when I tell you one thing, I'm going to look on eBay. I saw 2 mugs in your Instagram photos that I'm looking on eBay to try to find.
Are they
It's
local?
dangerous.
One is the photo we used for her
Mhm.
placeholder with the Epcot mug.
Mhm.
I love that mug.
It's so
And then
cool.
there was one I saw that had the little Disney desserts. It was it probably went with the raincoat that came out few years back.
Oh, you
And it's got donuts and all kinds of treats. It's got little treats on it. I said, okay, I need to. So I'm gonna have to go eBay Disney mugs. I don't need any more mugs, but I need to have those 2 now.
I think I might know where to get one of those.
Ooh.
Are they still
So maybe he'll tell me when we get off. Well, Matt, this has been a wonderful conversation. My 2 favorite topics, Disney and coffee. We checked out your shop. I love the shirt. It just doesn't come in my size.
No.
But love the stickers. I'm like, oh, these would make great T-shirts.
Yeah, I want to get back into that. It was fun to do. I had to put it on the back burner for a little bit, but I liked creating all those things, and I'll update it in good time.
They're very cute. I'd say, oh, I wish they were magnets, but the house we're in, the owners left that refrigerator for us. It has an aluminum front. So all the magnets I used to have on my refrigerator, my Shutterfly magnets, I don't have any place to put them now.
Yeah.
Well,
Right.
thank you.
Thank you, Victor. Oh, sorry.
It's okay.
I just don't want you to
It's okay. It's okay.
That's okay. This has been the best interview ever, and I'm so glad. You did a great job.
See, you did it. You always do a great job. She was a little nervous because it's been a while since we did, an interview. It's been probably since May.
Yeah.
Yeah, since we've done an interview because we took the month of July off. Yeah, we were in the middle of buying this one, selling that one, and all that. So that was put on the back burner. So thank you for being our first one back for the show.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, what do you want to say? Go ahead.
Thank you, Mr. Matt Blackard.
No, not Blackard. Blackard.
Blackard.
Got it.
Coming on my go.
She likes to put extra syllables on her 2 syllable
I don't know
words.
why.
Me too.
It's just your thing. It's just your thing.
Is it because of my speech?
No, it's just your thing.
Oh.
It's cute. It's just your thing.
Right, cute. Is it because I was born early?
It's cute. We're going down a rabbit hole. We'll talk with you later, Matt. Thank you so much.
Wait a minute.
Thank you. Bye.
Do you want to do a shout out to your followers real quick?
Oh, yeah. Shout out to your followers.
I'm very surprised that I have more than 2 followers, but
I hope you get more.
He will.
I hope you get more. This has been so fun.
Thank you.
All right. Goodbye, Matt.
See ya.
Bye.
Where'd it go? And we're back.
We're back, guys. How you like that?
How'd y'all enjoy? That was fun. Can you tell I had fun doing that interview? Can you tell I had fun doing that interview?
Well,
with my favorite girl, talking about my 2 favorite topics.
You're like a welcome back for the month, by the way, Crazy Mike.
Say it again.
You are welcome by the way, Crazy Mike, for the box.
Oh, okay.
That was me.
Well, thank you for the good ideas. Now Kevin's like, oh boy, now I'm gonna have to hang cookie sheets around the kitchen.
The cat.
Emma, leave the cat alone. So now I need to scope out all those places next fall.
Mino right there.
Next...
wait, you can see her.
No, they can't. The microphone's in the way. See? Emma's so silly.
Moo.
So what's coming up this Saturday.
Thank you, Daddy.
Thank you, Daddy. And thank you, Sumu, for the suggestion, and to Crazy Mike, right?
Yeah.
I'm going to be hitting Amazon looking for cheap, but see, I need big cookie sheets. 2 turntables and a microphone.
Oh, Mike asking our new comic bigger. Make it a macro cloud. I see what you did there. That for preview. That for will preview at Disneyland.
No, actually, the house is smaller. It looks bigger
It's
from the
smaller.
outside, but the rooms are smaller. But we
we
love it.
Except for the living room and my parents' master bedroom. They're bigger.
Yeah, our bedroom, bathroom, and closet are much bigger. The master suite's much bigger. So looks like everybody enjoyed the interview. We sure enjoyed doing it.
Yeah.
Thank you, Matt Blackard at Disney Coffee Blog on Instagram.
Yeah. If you guys would like to go follow him and give him some love,
Give him some love.
tell him Emma from Talking Mickey Crockett has got y'all on Instagram.
So what trivia is this week? It's Mystic Manor, right?
Yeah.
Okay, where's Mystic Manor?
Wait, hold on.
She's looking at the
Here's Mystic Manor, guys.
And where is it? Hong Kong or Shanghai? It's Hong Kong, right?
Yeah, Hong Kong. Yeah, Hong Kong.
Okay. And then
I came later after Hong Kong opened.
Okay.
I believe.
And then next Wednesday is an interview with Emma and Skipper Dad with Michael Crawford from ProgressCityUSA.com.
We'll be doing the interview tomorrow night with me on that.
Yeah, so it's being recorded. And then the following trivia is the Tower of Terror.
Wait, hold on.
And we have a surprise. Emma doesn't know about it yet. What you popping up?
God adding that every Disney park have a haunted mansion. Yes, except for Hong Kong because apparently the Chinese doesn't like the spooky stuff there, so they made it different.
Right. So it's not a haunted mansion. It's Mystic Manor. So it's more magical, and it's got a cute story. And
the Tower of Terror at Disney Sea is different than the one in Paris and World because the Japanese doesn't know a lot about or very familiar with the Twilight Zone theory.
Right. Okay.
You're welcome.
None in China have them. Okay.
We know that.
So, okay, now we need to thank our sponsors.
Let me know to that.
All right, or your social media, whichever you want to do first. Where can they find you?
Oh.
Oops.
Oh.
Okay. Where can they find you there?
Y'all can go take a look at my page, talkingmickey.com.
That's your website.
If you are on Facebook, you will go to how to subscribe to my channel right here. And it's also all the other things that I am also part of.
That's right. Next slide.
This is my favorite friend of all abilities, Talking Mickey Crockett Facebook group. It is a private group.
Yep. And where else? You have another Facebook page for what?
This is my Facebook page. If you want to follow me on Facebook.
On your YouTube channel. YouTube channel.
I was talking.
I was helping.
I know. Sorry.
That's okay. I'm sorry.
Wait, hold on.
What, baby? We're going to comments?
No. only when I click on one and don't cut to me. Donick, anyone like me panic crying on the group book? Probably no, not me, because I know it's a moving vehicle thing. It's like a people mover.
Well, there is one time that I did panic. One time out of, tens of trips of riding it. Back in 2020, all I was doing was stepping in, and I felt my right knee pop, and I was in pain for the rest of the trip. So once it popped, I wasn't sure what to do, so I just continued on, and Emma got in the car with me. And the photo of that they took with the ghost didn't come out that great because I was trying to shift.
But they did have Hattie at the top.
Huh?
They had Hattie at the top. Where you're going down the ending area.
Okay,
Yeah,
all right. I don't remember
remember
that. He just asked about panicking getting on.
Oh.
Okay.
Hey, Nathaniel.
No, just Nathan.
Oh. Hey, Nathan. Rita.
All right, let's go back
I
to.
saw y'all earlier in the cut.
Let's go back to our sponsors.
Right, back and forth with y'all.
Very
Right.
good.
Before I get used to how to click on the good. Okay. Hi, good sponsor.
Go ahead.
He go down, gone. He go right.
Yeah, that was 2 years ago. I'm fine.
You don't have to worry.
Come on.
Be happy.
Emma heard that song for the first time today. Don't worry, be happy.
Okay, now on to our wonderful sponsor. Click the Big Wicked Linker. Big Wicked Linker is our wiggle wiggy travel planner. Going looking to book your next wiggy trip to land, world, other places, to the other parts in the other country, or cruises, if you want to go.
Anywhere in the world, she can book it. Come on. Come on. Next.
If you want to go contact McWicked to keep going the trip, go with McWicked later. Okay, next. Junior Kino Cafe. Junior Kino Cafe is our wonderful friend, Junior Malani, and it's their wonderful family. Junior roasting all organic coffee, and he sells them at guacamoleeat.com web store. Going looking to buy them and what to cook at his mom and Alma Malani can get them. Go to roll it up for that prep. I mean, guacamoleeat.com
/store. Okay.
Why my God can it
Next.
Let me put my tongue. And I click my mom's wonderful podcast. We all need to be reconnected eventually. To get my mom's podcast, so if you want to get our only video we have right now.
I'm gonna have more, I promise. I have ideas of who people to contact, so we're gonna get those scheduled. Then I gotta start working on questions.
Yes, you do.
Okay.
I can help you out.
All right. Perfect.
So if you all want to go check out my mom's wonderful podcast, you can come Mark and Mike. No hate comic week guys.
Okay.
Like you. Okay. We are in the community Texas podcast. Is a podcast that my mom does. It helps families with disability, young adults or children who need resources and other things.
Perfect. Okay. Next.
Okay. And now to our wonderful Patreon. Hey Brian. And to our and that's our wonderful Patreon.
Patrons. Patreon is a company. People who give you money are called patrons. Okay? Okay, come on.
Our wonderful Patreon.
Keep going.
We do a show at the end of every last Sunday of the month. We forgot when that is for Halloween, because it's Monday. So it'll be on the 30th, okay. As you all know, we'll be updating it with something for our Patreon to know for the last week of every Sunday of the last month.
Okay.
You get exclusive behind the scenes stuff.
Excellent.
Look. I forgot what else.
Good night.
Oh, yes. Yes. Okay, guys. Oh, wait a minute. Into our wonderful partnership channel. Ryan Westcoast give you a letter. If you guys would like to go check out Ryan Westcoast give you a letter, give him up and right. And subscribe to him as well. You're more than welcome to. Ryan's our wonderful moderator on the West Coast side. He does a really amazing video because we air it every Friday night. So if you guys would like to check out Ryan as well, you're more than welcome to. You're welcome, Brian. You're welcome, Brian. Okay, guys, this is the end of the night, guys. As always, everyone, if you go... Okay, I'm sorry. As always, everyone, thank you all so much for watching. Make a like, subscribe, and share the channel with your family, friends, and neighbors if you haven't yet. Until Saturday night, guys. See you real soon. Night, guys. See you all on Saturday night for Vivian.
Yep.